Hey detectives, welcome to the crew. I'm Sea Lord Janda, and this is my Let's Play of Disco Elysium. In the last episode, we told a working class woman that her husband had died, and made some more progress on the case as a whole, and we're now continuing our runabout from Titus to Klaasje by going back up to talk to Klaasje again. F here anyway. Good, yes, we finished the dead body thing. Figured that out. We're ranking up completed cases. I mean, we have a lot now, but... Oh, I gotta ask the pétanque player about that, yes. Hey, Klaasje.
Officer, it's a fine day for questions.
Well, Titus gave us a recording where the deceased states his intention to commit rape.
She puts her coffee cup down with a soft ring as the porcelain meets the metal table.
Did he? I never said he was a good man, or that he had good intentions. Only that he was never bad to me.
That seems correct, honestly, though. I mean... Like, I feel like the dude probably would commit rape, but I feel like she slept with him voluntarily, no?
She doesn't care. If anything, she sounds amused.
He identifies you as the target.
Where did they get this recording exactly?
It's intercepted radio chatter of the deceased, recorded via a de-encryption station. It's authentic enough.
Does he say he's gonna do it Soldier of the Apocalypse style?
Those are the exact words, yes.
Yeah. That was practically his pickup line.
That sounds right. She picks the cup back
Did he
up.
say whores a lot? Was he pretty much on the verge of doing it Kohoi style?
Yes, he was.
He wasn't actually there. He didn't do a tour, or at least didn't tell me he did. Would have been overkill anyway. He lived his own little Kohoi. It wasn't his everything.
Just sheer machismo, then?
Yes, was he bragging?
Oh no, I'm pretty sure he did all those things.
Ah.
Then integrated them into his idea of normalcy. To keep on living. Until they just sort of turn into his, what's the word I'm looking for?
She's quite observant about the human character, trained to observe, even.
Coping mechanism is perhaps accurate, but persona?
Running joke.
Ah.
I was gonna say running joke. And it sounds like you didn't even get the good bits. Lely's punchlines got way, way funkier than that.
Running joke actually sounds believable to me. Like, I'm super fucked up still, but believable.
It was like the Seminese conflict, the Kohoi massacre, and the 36 famine in Yezut all rolled into one person, then cast in Orani ceramic armor, which he wore in bed and in the shower.
And you were into that?
We're all scraping up any happiness we can find, officer. Going around with our little scouring sticks. You, your first love, Mr. Kohoi here.
Did he tell you he had actually done any of those things? He and Martinez, I mean?
No. We were too busy laying waste to our own nervous systems to direct any of the fury outward. He seemed happy, I guess. At ease. As much as a man like him could be.
What kind of man was he? Before you go, ask for details. She seems okay to talk about it.
Thank you for clearing that up, miss. Whenever you're ready. I'm interested to hear what Titus Hardy has to say now.
She takes a very small sip of her coffee and smiles.
Wait, before I go, had a little time. Can you tell us more about him?
Like, for example, his name?
Actually, officer, I didn't know his name. I just called him Lely.
A nickname?
Lily.
I guess. He came from Lelystad. It's short for that. And it was his army name, apparently. He said his real name wasn't his. I tried to pry it out of him, but it was no use.
Lelystad. That's a good start.
The lieutenant writes it down in his notebook.
We have a few questions you can help us with. A few things a field autopsy alone can't answer.
The young woman cranes her neck, trying to catch a glimpse of the page the lieutenant passed to you. On it is a list of autopsy observations recorded neatly in blue ink. Everything left to be clarified is in the column on the left.
You know how old he was?
He was 42.
42? Are you sure? I would have had him above 50.
He had many scars that made him appear older. But no,
Memory makes her smile.
we even celebrated his birthday like some weeks ago. It was a funny 2 days. He had little reason to lie to me.
Looks like you were right, officer.
The lieutenant taps on his notebook once, as though assigning some kind of point. Noted I called that he was
Points
younger.
are good. Have one, you old dog, before we all die.
Better not.
The young woman looks at you, then the lieutenant, then you.
Eye color?
Blue. Light blue. They were like little blue galaxies, you know? It was strange, seeing those eyes in his fucked up face.
He didn't rape her. I mean, he might have. Like, at the very least, they clearly had an ongoing consensual sexual relationship. There's no way they did not.
Pardon the swearing. I do him an injustice. He wasn't ugly. And he had a beautiful, soft voice. Very surprising, what with all the scarring. It was quite something, watching him speak.
He had a combat wound on his chin and mouth.
Yes. Severe. It made him look like half his face was cracking away in some strange smile. That and those eyes.
Ah, yes. His hair, if you can remember.
It was light brown, almost blonde. He darkened it with brilliantine, made oily. Not nice to stroke. I couldn't convince him to leave it alone.
Know where Lillestad is? The place?
In Oranje, officer. It's, I think municipality is the term. A nowhere town there.
The Lelystad municipality has few boroughs
Oh, they're
and
both
even
Oranje.
fewer cities. It's made of agricultural plots near the border of Gottwald. Executive summary: cows, silos, and wheat.
Fair enough.
Oranje? Oranje's map of waterways? This fits with his tattoo.
You were almost right, officer. That means his race was occidental, not mondial. I'll update the form.
You're both from Oranje?
Yes. We were compatriots.
Did that bring you together?
No. He was too old for that. And from another part of Oranjenrijk. I didn't even understand his accent. What brought us together wasn't Oranje. It was bad habits.
Fair enough.
No love for Mother Oranje. But wasn't he a soldier? This could be worth pursuing.
Military man. Not a patriot, though?
No. He left the National Service after they taught him to do what he did on Seminine. He wasn't the flag-waving kind. He was the making money, killing people kind.
That sounds right.
He was by no means a stupid man. A people person. A small platoon leader. Certainly not a patriot.
You don't seem like much of a patriot yourself.
Mm-hmm. There is nothing on Muindi. The old, old world is dead, and we both knew it. Maybe Oranje did bring us together. In loathing. I love Revachol, though. I hope she loves me, too.
You had a tattoo, you know what it meant?
Oh. That.
It was his service history?
Sure. Service history. It was mostly for showing off to chicks, though.
How so?
How? Imagine him lying in bed. Freakish musculature laid out on the sheets. Scarred, of course. Tattooed. The sheets are dirty for some reason.
Is this Oranje's lit?
Is this Oranje's lit?
Yes. This is the very essence of Oranje's lit. A moment's respite. Dark and hopeless as the struggle itself.
She leans even further back to demonstrate.
He's smoking and drinking, of course. And his chest and shoulders and arms are studded with stars. Tens, hundreds of them. Maybe even thousands. And the woman goes like, "What was this, baby?" And he says, "That was too hardcore. Don't ask me about that." So she goes, "Okay, But what's this, baby? And he's like, saw some bad shit there. Killed some loincloths.
I see.
And so it goes. Star after star. Port after port. Third world country after third world country. And he's done horrible things in every single one of them.
He wasn't a good dude. Take it you were the woman in this.
Oh, yeah.
Can you tell us precisely what any of these mean? Sounds like he said some things.
No, thank you. I've seen enough of him dead. I can tell you what they meant without looking at them.
Fair enough. Pour yourself
Go
some more
on.
coffee.
He was a blue-eyed boy with thick arms, from a small town. He was also poor, and the government of Oranje needed some people killed, so they turned him into a grotesque killer. For money. He went to Killer Academy in Vredefort. Then he killed some people in the Semenine Islands. And on other islands, too. All of the islands. After this, he came to Revachol and got killed himself.
Not a very fun story.
It is when you're high. It can be very exciting then. You have the tools to deal with it. It's not a very nice story to remember when you're sober. A change of topic?
I think we're done with this line of questioning.
All right.
The lieutenant puts the slip back in his notes and observes the young woman for a moment.
Coolly, gracefully, she pours herself more coffee.
Thank you, Klaasje.
Wait, stop. That man, bloated beyond all recognition, was 42?
That is what she said, yes.
Below the damage, the weeks of decomposition, all the swollen indignity of mortality. He was 42 years old.
Where is this going, visual calculus?
How old are you?
Ah.
That's where this is going. 45,000 liters of raw alcohol has left its
45,000 liters?
disfigurements. What lies beneath, you wonder? You could ask either one of them.
Kim, how old am I?
Huh?
How old do I look?
How old? 58.
Huh. Well, you were wrong about the deceased, too. He was way younger.
He was deceased. He had been decomposing for a week.
Like, I've been decomposing for longer than that.
On the bright side, you've been getting a lot of exercise lately.
Ravages of algae are nearly as extreme as death itself, Lieutenant.
There's silence. Then a little more.
Sure, you're 42. Let's go?
Let's go.
Wait. This requires scientific measurements.
Okay, bring it on, visual
To the
calculus.
laboratorium.
Oh boy. Date of birth generator. Okay. Sure. One day we will remember our date of birth, maybe, probably. How those stairs work? Wait, because it looks like... How can the stairs be descending both this way and this way? Make any bloody sense. Oh, I guess there's just a landing? But there's not really, I mean, I don't see anything. I don't see a landing exactly. I guess that is what it is, though, yeah. It's just a very narrow landing. Okay, what are all these? We're gonna level up again. Should probably level up something. Some ability, I mean. Should we have some sort of physical capabilities? Maybe, yeah. That might help us. I feel like at least one thing that we're currently stuck on depends on us learning how to break into things. Tong, Titus, working on this, but it's gonna be a while. And in the meantime, we're very bad at physical things. Okay, back to Titus again. Yeah, he's not good at that.
It's you again. What is it?
Well, Titus, she still wasn't raped. Sorry, buddy. And she stands by what she said.
That fucking fucker. You're the worst cops in Revachol. I gave you gold on that tape.
That fucker wasn't aimed at you. It was at her.
I mean, she pretty much, it was dark stuff, but it didn't, this is accurate, but I don't want her, or I don't want him to go kill her next, so let's just say it was dark stuff, but it didn't prove anything, and it didn't change her mind.
Dark is when you start a goddamn death rock band. He said he'd rape her.
He did. He shakes his head in disbelief.
What did she have to say then? Fine by her? This is what people are supposed to be like? Fucking whoop-de-doo.
Any one of these three options are basically accurate. Not gonna lie, it did not come as a surprise to her, and she was definitely not scared. I feel like I could say all three of these sequentially, honestly.
Yes. In fact, I think she thought it was a little funny.
Funny? No good goddamn psycho whore.
Seems like they wanted to give Klaasje a second chance to play along. She still didn't.
Yeah, I should probably tell her she's in danger, actually. I feel like Titus is going to go murder her as soon as we walk out of this room.
Right. All fucking righty then. I guess it's good then. That fucking...
Please try to control yourself in the presence of visitors, Titus.
Her voice is a bit softer than
This
earlier.
is just perfect. Just fucking perfect. Any thoughts on this, lawman?
Titus rubs his chin with his palm as if trying to grind it smooth.
You don't have to say everything out loud. Just mix and match.
Well, I think you had a lie planned, but you didn't play along, Titus.
I asked for your opinion, not a bedtime story. Tell it to your grandma.
And then this tape was her last chance to play along. She didn't
But
do
she
it.
didn't. She knows she can't lie to us, unlike you.
Fantastic. So now, you remember how to do your job.
Correct, actually.
I'm so sick of this piss. We should get something harder in here.
Yeah, guys, we should get a party going tonight.
Oh, good. I'll sing karaoke.
Why? Maybe not then.
Success. They admitted to unlawful collaboration to derail the investigation.
Maybe she isn't who you thought she was, Titus.
Nah, I know her. She's just a girl. In over her head.
She's a hardcore party girl with a bigger death wish than mine, Titus. And she has my, well, maybe I should start with this. She has my whole skill set compromised. She's kind of pro.
What kind of pro? Y'all saying she's a hooker?
Forces himself to pick up the beer and take a gulp.
No, he's not saying that. Forget about it.
No. I don't know what kind of pro exactly. Just a pro manipulator. I don't... The only like, actual career is like intelligence operative or something, but I don't think that's it. This one is just not true. I do not think this is the case. Be straight with me, Titus. What really happened here?
I already told you. We fucking hanged him.
Well, he did, and I'm pretty sure he wasn't lying.
There's less gusto in his voice now. His men, too, are growing increasingly silent. They're confused. This is growing over their heads.
Come on, Titus. We know you didn't hang him. He was shot. I know you're tired. So am I. Why don't you just...
You know what? I am tired. I'm tired of you and the whore upstairs. Next time you see her, tell her Titus said, "Fuck on!"
He throws his beer can down.
That lying, scamming. We're done. This is over. You understand? Your little investigation is over. Yeah.
There's a silence in the room. Elaine starts saying something, then thinks best not to.
On the floor, beer drips out of the can into a small puddle. No one does anything about it.
What is this quiet funeral shit? What we need is some beers in us. Bartender, 20 beers for the Dock Workers Union.
20,
Why
huh?
do we make it 40, huh? Why do we make it 100 beers? You're not loud enough.
100 beers? Now we're talking.
Damn it,
Hoppity
that
hop over
backfired
here,
fast.
Cafeteria manager.
Oh god. I think I need to pass this check, but, I mean, it's a good chance, but I can't quick save. Oh wait, yes I can. I can take off and then... I better still have that option. It feels like maybe it was a spur of the moment kind of thing, but...
It's you again. What is it?
Titus, you're being manipulated. Probably by the lady upstairs, honestly.
Convince Titus he's being manipulated. You should know by now. Titus Hardy will never falter.
Oh, one of the boys will,
Just
though.
remember, it's about more than Klaasje. It's about these men and Martinez. Their district. Their responsibility. Outside, in the midday sun, ruins. The pavements are cracked and the benches peeling. Newspapers blow in the wind.
Well, that's it then. Case closed. Going home, Kim.
Huh?
The lieutenant raises his brow.
He'll get it. Go on.
Write it down, Kim. In Martinez, they just kill you because they don't like you.
Got it. Kill you because they don't like you. All because...
All because you work for the wrong people.
Goddamn right. This is Union Town. You work for the company, we will kill you.
Fuck, Dennis. We don't kill you if you work for the company. Half the harbor works for the company.
work for the wrong company, and they execute you.
They just hang you, shoot you, whatever. They can't even remember.
It wasn't that. It wasn't. We didn't shoot him.
That's it. That's the weak one. You flushed him out. Now go in for the...
Fat Angus has been the weak one the whole time.
Officer, you will be next if you don't shut up.
The old man reaches for his belt, but his voice is strangely calm.
Firearm. A Glass 08 or a 38 caliber pistol. Either is small enough for you to have missed. He's onto you. He knows what you're trying to do.
I feel like I'm gonna be murdered here. What happens if I keep talking? You gonna kill me too? In this bar in broad daylight for nothing?
No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm too old for a shot like that now.
Oh, I should have stuck with Angus, huh? Hear that, Angus? They're gonna kill me too.
Suddenly,
No,
there's
they
an awful
killed me.
ringing in
No,
your
no.
ears. Your
Should have
body
called
temperature
Angus out instead of Theo,
spikes.
I guess, huh?
You're burning all over with fear. To your right, you sense the air move. The lieutenant draws his firearm. You only manage to
No, I
perform
fucked that
one
up for
more
sure.
movement. An instinctive jerk to your left. Then, no sound. No one screams. It's impossible to say where it comes from. More dead cops. Sad news from the...
Well, apparently I really had to call Angus out there. Thought that was my cue to pivot to Theo,
It's
but
you
no.
again. What is it?
That, or if I do this, I'm just gonna get murdered over and over. But doesn't seem.
Convince Titus. Just remember, it's outside in the midday sun. Ruins.
Huh?
He'll get it.
Got it. Kill you because they don't like you. All because
Goddamn right.
Fuck, Dennis.
work for the wrong company, and they execute you.
It wasn't.
That's
I think we
Officer,
were fine up to this point.
firearm. He's onto you. He knows what you're trying to do.
Is this right? I feel like this is basically the same.
We didn't kill him. We didn't even hang him. He was dead when.
Oh, he cracked hard. Wow, okay. Yeah, I guess I was supposed to go after Angus. Thought maybe... Thought this was my cue to go to Theo, but no. No. Angus.
Shut up, Angus!
He was dead before you hanged him, Angus?
Fatty! Say one more thing to the cops and I'll...
Dennis, stand down, or I'll beat your head in. Theo, take your hand off the belt. This isn't 31. I've got this under control.
The room falls quiet. So quiet you can hear Angus wheeze.
Angie, where's your goddamn inhaler? You sound like you're dying.
I left it home. I can't get it. I'm too fucked. I'm sorry.
Why are you so fucking fat, Angus? Now it's all pointless. Because of you. You wasted my time. I told you, Titus. I told you just give her up.
My god, the ninth Hardy, or ninth? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, eighth Hardy. The eighth Hardy did the whole murder herself, and then you just tried to cover for her, didn't they? Of course, if he tried to rape her or something, that's perfectly believable, honestly, so...
Lizzie, your help is no longer needed here. Go tell Everard.
Fine. I'll tell him. After a long walk along the coast.
She walks off without looking back.
You're in. He's all yours. Questions?
So, you didn't kill him. He was already dead.
He nods.
You hanged the corpse to cover up the real cause of death, the bullet in his head.
Another nod.
It was really important that I finally found that bullet. How would this have come out if I hadn't? Why?
Because the girls asked us to. They were in some shit.
Girls. Not just the 8th Hardy, but like also Klaasje or also Sylvie? Or...
Girls plural. There's another girl. 2 of them.
Maybe Sylvie, I don't know.
Take note of this. They'll probably say more about her later.
Klaasje was manipulating us, but I don't really feel like she killed him. Could have been Sylvie.
Did she kill him?
Cop, I have no idea. The girl says she didn't.
So what happened Sunday?
Klaasje came down. She seemed really out of it. Drugged up, even more than usual. Bug-eyed and gurning, you know? Not in a fun way. It looked like she'd redosed after something went down. I've seen that look before. She was scared.
Oh, damn, it was
I knew
Klaasje.
someone had died.
How'd you know?
I've done this job for 10 years. I've seen it before. It's the politician in the motel room with the dead hooker scenario. Only in reverse.
Fascinating.
Good analogy, boss.
The rat-faced man snickers. Damn, Klaasje did do it.
You don't get to talk yet, Shanky. You're still on the bench. You keep taking it easy too, Angus.
He turns back to you. So what happened then?
We went upstairs. Sure as day the merc was dead. There was a bullet hole through the window.
The fucking window.
Dirty sheets and bottles everywhere.
The window that was just replaced. That was relevant. Damn, a sniper or something? Through the window. I mean, Klaasje could be playing us really, really hard and actually be like an intelligence agent or something, but that's not really the vibe I get. Shot through the window.
It means they'd been fucking.
Well, yeah.
Tibbs patched the window. And the corpse. We hang.
Who's Tibbs? The 8th Hardy?
Nah, he's my brother. He's in the window replacement business.
Fair enough.
Tibbs. That's short for.
Sure, for Tiberius?
Yeah. Good man.
Titus and
Bet their
Tiberius.
father's name, Atticus Hardy. Lucretia Hardy would be their sister. Anyway.
So, if Klaasje didn't kill him, why the cover-up?
You may have noticed our girl's in some shit of her own.
Yeah, she's had special training for something shady for sure, because I passed that 8% volition check.
Oh, you meant that kind of training, like a spy.
Yeah.
Maybe. The kind of people who are after her. I guess she'd have to be.
Oh, there are people after her. That I didn't know. What people?
They're powerful, connected to the moral intern. She's clearly afraid for her life. Says if she showed up in your systems, she'd be ghosted away.
Damn, she is a spy of some kind, maybe. Fascinating.
That's all he knows. That's all she's told him.
And why would you help someone like that? By taking on a murder?
Why would I? I guess we abide all sorts of runaways and losers here. It's a Martinez thing.
So who the hell did kill the merc then? Any leads?
Not yet. Just some ideas. She says the shot came from outside, behind the window somewhere. So that's a clue.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking someone's past caught up with them. Either hers or...
And that's the damnedest thing, though. If Klaasje is that wanted, if she really was a spy, the sniper could have been aiming for her instead of him, and that is all kinds of confounding factors in this, you know? Because tracing his past is one thing, but I gotta trace 2 people's pasts. Good grief.
Hers, you mean?
I mean the people after Klaasje. Maybe
exactly.
the shot missed. Maybe it was meant for her.
Well, yeah, if they were literally fucking or something, it would be very hard to hit. I mean, it would have to be a very good shot to make sure you hit the right person.
I like that. Been thinking the same thing myself.
You had ideas about his past, too? Well, obviously his past was
I
all
do.
kinds of messed up.
One of those mercenary buddies of his could have done it. They got guns, training, years of bad blood, probably. Or it could have been someone else from Crenell.
Falsest to think.
Tell you what I'd do. Check out the coast for vantage points. Maybe consult with a ballistics buddy of mine. That's what I'd do. If I wasn't too busy doing this clown dance with you.
These theories, not bad. Don't buy either one, but still, this guy's not as dumb as he looks.
So whose idea was it to hang him? Hers?
In a manner of speaking.
Remember the two girls? He may be talking about the other one.
Earlier you said the girls asked for your help. Was this the other girl?
That's right. It was her idea to hang him. I liked it for political reasons. It sent a good message.
The drug trafficker. The missing 8th Hardy. That's the her.
Fella, you think too much. He's off all right. You're gonna hurt your head. That woman is just affiliated with the Hardy boys. You don't know her, anyway.
It's okay for there to be a Hardy girl, Titus.
We're Hardy boys. And that's it.
You're gonna stonewall me, yeah?
Glad you understand that.
Well, sorry I made you guys fight.
Me too.
Thanks, Titus. I'll go talk to her again.
You do that. Hey, cop. Before you go.
You threatening to kill me again?
Suddenly, the wind picks up outside. You hear it rattling the large windows in their frames. It carries newspapers, circles the whirling in rags in a warm column.
She, Klaasje, came to Martinez to hide. Many of us did. This is where you wash up when there's nowhere left to go. The Union takes you in. Now, she refused that protection. But
Still prefer if we didn't take her away?
that's right. If we didn't take care of the people who end up here, this place would just be a couple of ruins and some cargo containers.
We'll take that into account.
Lieutenant slides his notebook into his coat pocket, turns to leave. Oh, damn. The plot really thickens now. Let's go talk to Klaasje again, and then I'll, probably end. Yeah. She might just actually be a spy. I mean, I thought it was a little bit far-fetched when I thought about the possibility, but I thought it was a little far-fetched, but now it's kind of piling up that she might be. So that's some very relevant. My god, if I hadn't found out about the bullet, it was a headshot too. It probably was meant for him, but it's possible it was meant for Klaasje still. If I hadn't found out about the bullet, or if I hadn't passed that volition check, how would I have gotten all this information? It would have taken a lot longer.
It's always good to see you.
Thanks for watching, detectives. New parts will be up every other day, or you can watch live on Twitch. If you did enjoy, consider leaving a like and subscribing. And have a nice day, detectives. This is Sea Lord Jenda, signing off.